Hello, welcome back to our YouTube channel. And for the past 3 weeks, we've all been home self-quarantining ourselves to stop the spread of the coronavirus. This quarantine was supposed to only go on for a couple of weeks, but it was extended till the end of next month. Now, what is that going to do to our local businesses, the family-owned small ones that aren't very relevant in the necessities of our lives? They're going to close down. They're going to close down for why? They're going to close down to keep the virus from spreading. But when they close down, what's that going to do to their families? They're going to be homeless because they don't got the money no more. Because why? Because they're getting closed. Now, we can't let the solution be worse than the problem. If this continues on, the economy's going to crash. Then what's going to happen? The Great Depression 2.0. People are going to be homeless and starve to death and die. The suicide rates are going to go up because nobody has a job and nobody will be stable because everything is closing down. Because everything is closing down. Because everything is closing down. And people are being left without jobs. Now, are we going to let America fall into poverty to stop this coronavirus from spreading around? Because I think the Great Depression would be worse. We don't want this problem to end up bigger than it is, right? Like gun laws at certain cities. When the guns are taken away, it makes it worse for the city, like Detroit. What happens when the guns got taken away? The crime rates went higher because the criminals get their guns illegally anyway, so legality doesn't even matter for them. That's just one instance where the solution was worse than the problem. We can't let this quarantine end up like the Cobra effect, when a solution to a problem makes the problem even worse. We can't let that happen. The term originated from England when England had a cobra problem, and then they set out bounties for all the cobras' heads. But then people started breeding the cobras to get the money. But then when the government found out about that, they cut the program to where people get rewarded, and the breeders just set them all loose. That made the problem worse. We can't let that happen here. This effect also happened when schools started sending out condoms to their students, which made the pregnancy rates rise. Because children started going out, having boyfriend, girlfriend even more. Because now they have condoms, but they didn't work.
At some point we're going to open up our country, and it's going to be fairly soon.
Weeks or months? Because you seem to be
I'm not looking at months, I can tell you right now. We're going to be watching this very closely, but you can't keep it closed for the next, for years. Okay, this is going away. We're going to win the battle, but we also have, you have tremendous responsibility. We have jobs. We have people get tremendous anxiety and depression, and you have suicides over things like this. When you have terrible economies, you have death. Probably, definitely would be in far greater numbers than the numbers that we're talking about with regard to the virus. So we have an obligation, we have a double obligation. I've got many, many people that now come to me and say, we get it. We think we can really do it now and do it while we're open.
Bottom line is we can't let America fall into poverty because the solution is going to be worse than the problem. We don't want the Great Depression 2.0. We don't, because many more people died. Thank you.